Everybody say I'm a crazy man.
Hello, everyone, and here we go. This is another one dealing with Spike's mom. But this one actually is going to do something that's very controversial. When was Spike actually born? Now, here we go. This is going to be very controversial because you guys are going to be like, oh my fucking gosh. But here we go. So, Spike, we get to know him in 2011, right? In Power to Samurai. He seems like a 20-year-old. I would say 18 to 20-year-old. We're going to go with that. So with that said, we go all the way back, and I'm going to actually say that he was born in freaking, let me just check the math right quick. It's going to be longer than that, but just go with me on this. Let's just go with me on this. What I believe is that Skull's mom actually did the unbelievable I believe this happened when Skull actually was doing some piano. Yeah, when he did the piano that night, when he was in that talent show, I think that was it. The person there, the girl there actually fell in love with his piano playing. And of course, one thing you should know is that most likely the girl does not go to Angel Grove High School. Chances are she went there because it was a talent show. So she went there for the heck of it. She saw Skull play. She fell in love with how he was playing and the beautiful music he was making. So she decided to actually take him home, or heck, she go to his place. How does this work? Heck, what if they actually did it in the school? Oh my gosh, but I kind of planned the idea of what we're going to do. What we're thinking of is just the fact of we're going to have him at someone's house. He's at someone's house. I believe it's actually his house because I guess, both Skull's parents is not really that. Yeah, Skull's parents is actually kind of wild. So chances are, if he has sex in the freaking house, they don't give a crap. They're going to be like, right on, my son, yes! Now, the funny part, the joke's on her, is the fact of the morning after, because she stayed over after that amazing sex. So, as soon as she hear him speak, and actually he has that laugh and everything, what's most likely going to happen now is the fact of she actually just takes her clothes and walks away, never seeing him again. Now, at this point, freaking Spike is in her freaking belly, and he is growing. So eventually, at some point, she actually reaches out to, she reaches out to Skull. And when she reaches out to Skull, I guess that might be another alternative reason why he actually is trying to become a police officer. So he could actually pay child support. Secretly, of course. Yeah, most likely Bulk has no freaking idea he got laid, man. He most likely he has no freaking idea. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. So he's been secretly paying her. And it came to the point of where in Wild Force, of course, in Wild Force, you guys didn't know, Bulk and Skull actually owns a hotel resort. So that means that he's able to pay her handsomely for having Spike, and that's like the best thing ever. Now, I really need to have a video about what happened with Bulk and Skull, because I thought they both were a joint owners of the freaking hotel room. And even though, I guess I'm going to put it in here, and even though they're a joint owners and maybe Bulk actually said, I don't want to do this anymore, you can have the whole entire place, you would figure that Skull most likely will buy him out, and he has plenty of money. So that means Power Rangers Samurai, they put him in a freaking crappy piece of trash place to live. I'm like, that does not make sense. And of course, you know how it is. It's the fact that they have no idea. Fourth wall breaking right here. Psst. They have no idea what they did with Bulk and Skull back in the day. So they're like, on the other hand, you could just say Bulk is not good with money. And we have no idea where the freak he put the money. For all we know, he could have gambled it all away. And if he did that, I'm gonna be like, you idiot. You freaking damn idiot. It's like, you would figure Skull would do that crap, not Bulk. But that's what Bulk did. He might have gambled his money away. And if not, it's just because of the continuity issues. The fact that they don't remember where they last left Bulk and Skull. So they're like, get. Anyways, so yeah, we go all the way to Power Rangers Samurai. And this is the point where I'm like, this is how it went down. So Skull being 18 to 20 years old. Let me just check to make sure. 18 would work. He might be 16, but he seems too old to actually be the age. I thought he would just be 20 years old, but we're just going to have wiggle room here. We're just going to wiggle room. He might be 16 for all we know. We're going to have some wiggle room. It's just that he has some bad times, man. Bad times, because he doesn't seem like a 16-year-old at all. But either way, I'm sorry for trash talking, but either way. So the mom gets to the point of where she's like, your son is not doing anything. He doesn't have a job. He's getting on my nerves. Yeah, it's like, that's what happens, is that she called him because she has nothing to do with this kid. And what she really wants to do is most likely maybe go out and enjoy herself. Because, well, she is still getting the child support money if he's 16. Hey, so chances are the amount of money he's giving her, chances are she might have saved up and actually wanted to go on a trip alone or with someone else. So the only problem is freaking damn Spike. What you gonna do with him? Might as well pawn him off to his son, pawn him off to his father. So that's what she did. On that freaking occasion, she basically took him. She took him to his father, and then freaking Skull, being who he is, being a business mogul now, chances are I believe he still has the hotel, and he has like bunches of franchises now. Even though you do kind of have to scratch your head and say, if Bulk and Skull are truly friends, and even though he might have sold all his shares, you would figure that Bulk would have been so stupid to the point of where he's not going to get any money out of it. Which apparently in Power Rangers Samurai, that's true. Of course, it could be something different. Maybe Skull actually picked up something different and sold. Yeah, he sold the hotel and got something else started. Even so, I'm like, the hotel sounds like a better idea. I rather figure something that we have proof of something we don't have proof of. So he's a hotel owner. He is like freaking damn Donald Trump, except no casinos, anything. He's not that crazy. He just has hotel. Oh, he's like Hilton. Yeah, he's like the Hiltons. So that's what happens. Spike needs to learn something because, well, I think chances are he was living very richly. Heck, we don't even know if the mom actually is living with Skull. But because of continuity purposes, I'm going to have to say she doesn't. They both live distantly apart from each other. Maybe he gets to see his son, but other than that, it's kind of like, so that's what's going on. That is what happened, is that that's what in Skull, it's kind of funny. It's like, so Skull pawned him all to freaking Bulk, so he can actually learn more from Bulk than Skull can actually teach him, because technically Skull is most likely working all the time, meaning that he would be a waste of time being with Skull. So that's why he gave it to Bulk, because most likely he can learn a lot of stuff from Bulk. And that's what happened all the way to the end of Power Rangers Samurai, where it's like, yep, Skull gets to bring Spike home to his mom now. And there we go. That is what happened. I'm going to give you a nice clear view of it because I'm most likely droned on a lot. So at the time, he most likely fell in love. The mom fell in love with Skull. So since she fell in love with Skull, they had premarital sex. The premarital sex in 1995, 1994. I'm not sure which one. I didn't keep tabs on when Skull played the piano, so it's most likely in annotations. So yeah, she fell in love with his talents. She had sex with him. The parents are okay with it because the parents are just like freaking damn Skull. And then it comes to a long hidden relationship where he did have a child. Bulk had no idea of it. I think chances are Bulk most likely knew later on. It's just that at the point, it's like he didn't know in the beginning part. But most likely very, very later. Chances are, I bet even in Wild Force. Most likely Wild Force, that's when he learned. On the other hand, he might have learned already in Power Rangers Samurai, where it's like, holy freak, you have a kid? You have a kid? He's how old? You want him to come over here? Oh my gosh. And then that's when he actually calms down and he actually becomes an uncle. So yeah, there you go. That is most likely what happened. We have this mystery chick who laid down with freaking Skull and made Spike. Do we know who the chick is? No, we still have no clue. Could it actually have been Bulk's sister? I don't think so, because chances are he would be a little bit more fat. Yeah, he'll be a little bit more fat. We gotta complete with that. It's like he'll be a little bit more fat, and heck, he might actually have like some brown or black hair. I'm not sure which one's dominant, but there you go. Thank you for watching. Very controversial, I bet. So leave your message, leave anything down below if you want to say I object, I think that's a good idea, or just basically ew, gross, Bulk actually laid down with a woman. But either way, thank you for watching and have a great day.